Hello, welcome to or back to Oh My Bookishness. Today we are going to be playing something that's a little bit similar to a game of MASH, which if you're not familiar with MASH, it's kind of like a game where you predict who your husband's going to be, what house you're going to live in, how many kids you're going to have, what kind of car you're going to drive, that kind of thing. But we're going to be playing that with book characters today. So I'm hoping that will be really fun. I had a ton of fun plotting it all out and choosing characters from things. I have names to draw from these teacups, so we'll get to that in a minute. Before we do, just a couple of housekeeping notes. One is I have changed how I'm filming things. I'm filming on an iPad now. I used to film on my phone. I'm still kind of like getting used to the difference of where the camera is located on the iPad. I was never good at making eye contact with the camera before, but now I feel like I'm really bad at it. So if I'm staring off into space, it's because I can't figure out where the freaking camera is. And then I also don't know how the sound quality is yet, so hopefully it'll be okay. We'll see. And as per usual, before we get started with the actual video, I just want to give a quick rundown of what I've been reading recently. The book that I just finished was The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. I read this for a book club that I lead at the library where I work, and it was delightful. The main character annoyed me a little bit, but the story, she grew on me, and the story was just so fun and whimsical, and this is the kind of thing that I wish they would like make movies out of nowadays. Something fun and whimsical, just, and a little bit cozy and heartwarming. I don't know, I just loved it. I am excited to talk about it with my book club group. I'm currently reading The Wren in the Holly Library. Look at the pretty spines. It bothers, or not spine, stenciled edges. It bothers me that the colors don't match the cover, but whatever. It's pretty nonetheless. This is one that my sister and my mom picked out for me at Costco, and they're like, here, it's pretty, you should read it. And I am reading it. It's okay. I don't know, it's hard to read. My brain just my eyes keep slipping away from the words. The only way I can describe it is like when I try to read something in a dream and I can't read it because I don't know why I can't read in dreams, but I can't read in dreams. And it feels like that when I'm reading this. Sometimes like I can't read the words and process the information. My brain just won't let me. So for some reason, I'm having a really hard time with this one. It's also, the writing is just kind of meh. I'm not super invested in what's going on with the characters, but I'm only that much through, so we'll see how it progresses. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's get started with our game of MASH. I think what I'm gonna do is I have a list of all of the possibilities, so I think I'm gonna read them to you so that you can know like what the stakes are. We're gonna choose a bride, a groom, a location for them to live, a vehicle for their transportation, and then a child or children for them. And they're all from different books. I have all of the books on the ground next to me. So if you see me looking down here and like rummaging around, that's because I'm trying to find the book that I want to show you. So pay that no mind. Okay, for our brides, we have first Evie Sage from Assistant to the Villain, Cinder from the Lunar Chronicles, and I know she's only 16 in the books. For our purposes, we're gonna pretend that she's older, just because she's like one of my favorite literary characters of all time, and I couldn't not include her. Sasha Pierce from The Chronicles of Between, Signa Farrow from Belladonna, Tella and Scarlett from Caraval, Jude from Cruel Prince, Glory from A Curse Unspeakable, Buffy Summers, who I know is not technically a book character, but she's in comic books, so we're going with it. Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle, Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, and Elwyn from The Unseen. And for our grooms, we are going with Carden from The Cruel Prince, Nikolai from the Shadow and Bone trilogy, Legend from the Caraval series, and Jax from the Caraval series. I didn't want to drag Julian into this. Wesley from The Princess Bride and Prince Humperdink from The Princess Bride. Lorn from The Chronicles of Between. I'm not going to pronounce his name right probably, but Faleron from A Curse Unspeakable. Prince Kai from Cinder, because he was my first book boyfriend. The Darkling from Shadow and Bone. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. and Dearia from A Dragon Goes House Hunting, and this is volume 3, but I picked it because it has him on the cover. So those are our brides and our grooms. Let's go ahead and pick those first to get those out of the way. So I think we have grooms in this cup. Mix it around a little bit. So who is our man? Who is our man? Set the cup down. We have the Darkling from Shadow and Bone. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. For those of you who have not read Shadow and Bone, he is the villain. He has like shadow powers. He can cast the world into darkness. He's like 500 years old or something. In the show, he's played by Ben Barnes, who's Prince Caspian. Oh yeah, we have the Darkling for our groom. It can only... The whole situation is gonna be messy. Like, we have to live with that now. It's gonna be messy no matter what happens. The man cannot have a normal relationship with anybody. So let's find out who he's marrying. All right, so we gotta pull our bride. I'm afraid to see who it is, whose life is about to be ruined. Oh no, this is gonna be the ultimate chaos couple. It's Jude from The Cruel Prince. They're gonna kill each other. It's gonna be so bloody. Oh my gosh. For those of you who have not read The Cruel Prince, Jude is a human girl who was stolen from her home by a vicious fae who adopts her. And she becomes just as vicious as he is. She's really good with a sword. She is a brilliant, like, tactician? Is that a word? Strategist? I don't know. Jude and the Darkling, that's... The rest of the world is going to suffer. They're going to kill each other. It's not gonna be pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're happily married if they haven't killed each other. Let's find out where they're moving to. Where's their house gonna be? So here are their options. The castle from Enchanted April, Howl's Moving Castle, Foxglove Hall from Belladonna, the Crow Club from Six of Crows, Elinor's house from Inkheart. I want to live at Elinor's house from Inkheart. The Palace of Elfhame from Cruel Prince, Redwall Abbey. I hope they don't move into Redwall Abbey because the two of them would destroy it. They would ruin Redwall Abbey. Camping in Sherwood Forest, or Mulch Diggum's apartment from the Artemis Fowl series, but not Mulch Diggum's apartment from the second book, which is a penthouse. Mulch Diggum's underground dirt apartment from the third book, The Eternity Code. All right, let's figure out where Jude and the Darkling are living. It's gonna burn to the ground wherever it is, I'm sure. Okay. They get the Crow Club from Six of Crows. Oh man, they better hope that Casbrecker is not home because if you haven't read Six of Crows, the Crow Club is like a gambling den slash bar slash I don't really know. It's a club where a bunch of criminals live, and the Darkling and Jude are going to live there. Okay, they've moved into their lovely Crow Club, and provided they haven't burned the place down or killed everyone inside or each other, they are wanting to adopt a child. A terrible idea, really. An awful, terrible idea. But let's find out what child they're adopting. So their options of children to adopt are all of the children from the Thief Lord, all the thieving children, because why not at this point? The very creepy child from the Unseen named Lydia. Artemis Fowl, as if there weren't already enough egos in this family. The Imps from Between, which honestly, probably the best thing that could happen to this couple. Piper McCloud from The Girl Who Could Fly. I don't trust either of them with her. That's not good. Amari from Amari and the Night Brothers. Amari doesn't deserve that, but I think she could handle them. Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. The Pevensies from the Chronicles of Narnia. Garlic from Garlic and the Vampire. Or Gwendolyn from the Cursed Princess Club. Let's find out which child is going to be subjected to these parents. It's the Pevensies, as if they haven't been through enough. Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy are moving into the Crow Club with the Darkling and Jude. That sure is special. Okay, so now the happy family needs to go on a family vacation. What kind of vehicle are they gonna take to get there? What's their vehicle that they use? A caravan wagon from the Mage's Eye traveling troupe from A Curse Unspeakable. A giant frog from the Cruel Prince. Laverne the Llama from the Cursed Princess Club. Let me find you a picture of her. Here's Laverne. The Rampion from the Lunar Chronicles. A sand skiff from Shadow and Bone. A flying broom from Kiki's Delivery Service. An onion carriage from Shrek. The Jolly Roger from Peter Pan. Or the horse Angus from Brave. Let's find out what kind of vehicle the family is taking to go on vacation. And of course I had to put vehicles in the pumpkin mug because pumpkins can frequently be vehicles. Oh, good. The Darkling already owns this. It's a sand skiff from Shadow and Bone. They're like big boats that go on the sand with wind. The Darkling already owns a fleet of these, so that works out well. I guess that means that they are going into the Shadow Fold for their vacation. They should be fine, though. It should be fine. All right, and last but not least, they get to have, they don't deserve, but they get to have a family pet. Woohoo! So the options for their family pet are Fluffy from Assistant to the Villain, or Kingsley from Assistant to the Villain, Gwyn, who's like the little ferret creature with horns from Inkheart, Tractor the Unicorn from The Chronicles of Between, Pip, who's this guy here from Dragon Goes House Hunting, a Kraken from the Artemis Fowl series. I should have pulled the 7th book, 8th book. Krakens don't show up till, no, the 6th book. They're in the 6th book. Now he's not really a pet. He's a homeowner. But Septimus the Badger, I wanted to sneak him in somewhere because I just read this book recently and I love it so much. Septimus the Badger could be a pet for this messed up family. And I think that's all of them. I thought I had more, but that's all of them. So let's find out what poor animal is being subjected to Jude, the Darkling, and the Pevensies will take care of the pet. I think Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy will take care of the pet. It'll be fine. The children will protect the animal. And the animal that they will be protecting is a Kraken from Artemis Fowl. Where are they going to keep it? There's no room in the Crow Club. At least there's like canals in Ketterdam where the Crow Club is. So that should work out okay. Okay. They're gonna have a pet Kraken. Fun for them. That's all I've got for you today. I had so much fun with that. I don't know if you had any fun with that. I didn't even provide any fun commentary really for the horror I created. But I had a lot of fun, so I hope you did too. And I don't really know how to end videos, so